Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an update video on the I Need Your Help video. Now, before getting into it, guys, first thing I just want to give you guys is just a massive thank you, honestly, for all the support, all the comments, all the feedback. You guys absolutely killed it, and I can't thank you enough, honestly. And your comments and kind of getting your feedback really helped with the decision-making process, which is, of course, what today's video is about. Kind of the decision, the vision, the whole nine. Now, another thing I'll actually mention is, I don't know if you guys could tell by my demeanor, by my cadence, if you will, I'm still a little nervous doing this video, but I feel a little more, I feel a lot more calm, feel a little more confident, and I think I kind of want to start out this video by saying, if there's anything out there that you guys have been putting off, because believe me, there's things that I got a laundry list of things that I put off, and you're so worried about the end result. Once you finally do it, you find out that not only the end result was a lot better than what you thought, you turn out that maybe you enjoy it. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, when I got back from the original walk, there was kind of like this sigh of relief in a good way, like, I feel good from doing this. So I think this is something I might want to do on the channel a little bit more, if you guys will indulge me. And I think that's also part of the plan on a bit of a quote-unquote rebuild for the channel. And I promise you guys that is not a hint, because after all your guys' comments, the biggest thing I came across was, if I go ahead and do the rebrand with Level Up Agent, your biggest question was, well, what's the plan? And I'll admit, when I did the first walk, I had a plan. I thought, YouTube-wise, it'll be mostly the gaming aspect. We'll sprinkle a little real estate here and there, but the other platforms, being Instagram and possibly TikTok and Twitter, and to just grow the brand entirely, that was going to be more real estate focused. So you'd have the choice to be able to check that out if you like. I'm crossing the street because there's literally a hornet in front of me. I am not dealing with that. Anyways. And as the comments started pouring in and I started to think about my plan more and more, whether it was overthinking it, whether it was the realization finally settling in that doing it as a real estate sprinkled with gaming, I wouldn't be able to make it that unique. Sure, we have the top 5 ROI video that came out on the new channel and everything, and thank you guys for everybody that's been watching that one. I really appreciate the support with that video. But it kind of made me think, like, why couldn't I just plug that into the ARKaholic channel? You guys know I'm in real estate. You guys know that is my professional background. And it's only natural for those things to come up during normal gameplay. So as I kind of started to dissect this idea and started to go down a bit of a rabbit hole with this one, I realized that I could just go ahead and plug real estate stuff into the current channel. Now, it wouldn't be like a sales pitchy type of thing. It would just be very simply like the top 5 flyer ROI video. Little insight on real estate, but the main portion of it is ARK related, which again, ARKaholic. On top of that too, I think it took me the realization to kind of sit down and everything and realize that I do love the name. I love the branding of ARKaholic. I think it fits. I was a little bit worried about the issues, as I talked about in the first one, but you guys have been true and honest with me that might be a little overthinking, because, to be honest, the world's seen a lot worse. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to dive in, and we're going to repurpose, I'll call it, the ARKaholic channel. ARKaholic will remain. Level Up Agent will most likely go away. If the top 5 flyer ROI video doesn't mention Level Up Agent, because I can't remember if I did add that in or not, I'll most likely just port the video over to the ARKaholic channel, along with the shorts and everything else I'll just port it straight over so you guys can still experience that on the main channel. But I think that's kind of the direction. Now, so guys, just going to give you a heads up here. Although I am pretty comfortable doing this at this point, I feel a lot more comfortable than I did in the previous video. I don't know if I'm at that point of comfort yet of having my neighbors kind of see me do this, so there will be kind of cuts here and there throughout the video, so just a heads up for that. But getting back on track here, how are we looking to repurpose the ARKaholic channel? So first things first, and I kind of touched upon it earlier, I want to go ahead and start exposing myself on other platforms too. I think making an Instagram would be absolutely great. Being able to dive in that sense with maybe the real estate, my personal life, the whole nine, where if that's something you're interested in, at least you have a platform for that specifically. I think going ahead and, although I can't promise this, I would like to do more live streams. I think that would be a great thing for exposure for the channel. On top of that, if I am doing live streams, I would like to try to live stream for both YouTube and Twitch. Again, adding exposure. I'm also thinking possibly of making a TikTok. TikTok's going to be more for specifically maybe little shorts of an episode or something, just to try to pull people over from TikTok to YouTube to watch the content. And then finally, I think a Twitter for announcements, posts, the whole nine, whatever. So I think that's going to be the plan with the repurposing part of the channel. Now, for current series and everything like that, I am announcing that both series are going to be canceled at this point, which I know is a massive blow to a lot of people. But there were a couple comments that, in a good way, definitely inspired me that I am a habitual restarter. That's just the name of the game. And I have 100% fallen into this revolving door of restarts. But I think, going with the name of the ARKaholic channel, I think addressing the problem is the first step to recovery. And I would love to be able to get to a point that we do have a massive series, 105, 110 episodes plus, and possibly even beat a map, beat the game, what have you. But again, no guarantees. And I have to be okay with that. And if you guys are signing up for the channel, you have to be okay with that too. And we'll kind of just leave it at that. I think with the most recent release of Aquatica, on top of my displeasure, I guess we'll call it, of how the last episode went, it sucks to say, but I think we just have to put ARKsurvivalevolved in the past. I think ARKsurvivalevolved is at its all-time low at this point. Aquatica, whether it was intended or not, did go ahead and kill the game entirely. And although I didn't have the option to play Aquatica, which of course I mentioned I would never do, I do not want to support that practice, but mods are completely broken. Nobody's playing Ark anymore. Nobody's playing on single player because they physically can't, because everything's broken. So I don't see continuing with that series or going back to ARKsurvivalevolved benefits my channel in any way. So selfishly, I think we're just going to say goodbye to ARKsurvivalevolved, and in a bad way, good riddance, and we'll just be done with it. Hindsight's 2020. Probably should have went ahead and just never did the series to begin with, but it is what it is. Moving on to Ark Survival Ascended. Because of the rebranding, because of the, not rebranding, I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because of the repurposing, because of the new way that I want to run my series, with the new direction I want to take the channel, newish direction, with exposure, I think it's better to start over. If I am getting people coming in from other platforms, it's going to be extremely awkward for them to have to catch up 35 episodes. And I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think people are going to have the time, the dedication to be able to do that. So with this rebranding, with the repurposing, with all that, we have to start fresh entirely. And I know for people that have been watching the new series since episode 1, that's going to be such a blow. I get it. I'm not happy about it, but you have to look at it through my eyes, through a business point of view. There might be some of you that are dedicated to watch all 35 episodes to catch up, but let's be honest, majority, I wouldn't. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Would I sit down and watch a brand new series, 35 episodes, just to get caught up to the live episodes or the present episodes? And the answer is no, I wouldn't do that. So I'm not necessarily expecting my fans and community to also do that. But I think that's it. I think that is kind of everything I wanted to talk about, everything that I wanted to announce. I guess one more thing I do want to announce, this is going to be for channel members specifically. Again, guys, for my channel members, again, huge thank you for all the support and everything you guys give. There will be a little bit of changing with the channel memberships, probably names here and there, so nothing to affect your monetary status, if you will. But I am eager to hear from you guys, and I probably will give you guys a separate community post just asking for channel members, what would you guys like to see? And maybe I will try to open it up to everybody, including the public, because maybe there's people out there that, hey, I would love to be a channel member, but you don't do X. And if you did X, I would love to join. You know, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put out a community post just asking, hey, what would you guys want as channel members? If I can make it happen, I can make it happen. But just remember, guys, although I am going to treat this as a business, and although I am going to try to dedicate as much time to the channel as possible, my breadwinner is real estate, so that does have to take precedence. Unless this channel, of course, blows up to 100,000 subscribers, you know, but I'm not worried about that. Let's get to 10,000 first. We are so close, guys. Let's get to that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A little bit shorter this time, looking at about 15 minutes here. Okay, we're doing a little bit better with this. I would also like to do more of these if you guys are interested. I feel like this is helping me kind of be able to talk on camera and stuff like that. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Maybe we'll do kind of like a little powwow each week. Maybe this will be my form of a community crunch, or maybe we do a quick little talk about a topic. Maybe we talk about just Aquatica, you know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to hear your feedback. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Any ideas that you guys have too, I'm all ears. I would love to hear your guys' ideas for the future of this channel. And that's that. So guys, that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying the little clouds in the background. Looks like we're going to get a little more rain here. And I'll see you all in the next one.